What is up, everybody who is definitely not watching this right now because we have 0 viewers, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll get many as they come in. But welcome to the Take 3 Watchalongs. I am, of course, not Cody, not Rob, and not Linus. I am Matt Kearns. I'm also not Kristen Smith. That one I'm more used to saying that I'm not. But I'm here because I'm the de facto for people who have better things to do than host their shows. I'm the de facto, Matt's got no life, so he can host our show. So I'm here. But we are not doing that Departed because, one, I've never seen The Departed. Two, Cody and Rob really want to do The Departed. So today we are watching the pilot episode of Timeless, one of my favorite TV shows. Came out in 2016. Great show on NBC, but thankfully, because it'd be really sad and depressing if I was alone on this watch along, I have other people here. And while they talk, I'm going to post the link in the chat. First, we have Abe we have Abe Flores. How are you doing, Abe?
Hi, I'm Chris Doman.
Okay, I have a feeling Rittenhouse is behind that. Garcia Flynn, what did you do? All right. We also have our pilot Malcolm. How are you doing, Malcolm?
I'm doing pretty good. Just can't wait to revisit this. And it really shouldn't have been cancelled.
Yeah. Okay. We can get into that. Just give me 1 second while I do this. Yeah, Timeless shouldn't have been canceled. NBC, screw you. You had a great show at a great time slot, and then you canceled it for absolutely no reason. And then when you brought it back, you were like, Sundays at 10 o'clock is where we should really put it. And then you wondered why a lot of people weren't watching it. But we're getting a movie at least. So. And then when you brought it back, you were like, Sundays. I'm hearing myself. Again, Rittenhouse, Garcia Flynn, screw you. Yeah. So before we do this, of course, if you don't know the plot of Timeless, this is going to make no sense to you. But of course, Malcolm is the pilot of our lifeboat. Abe is our historian, and I'm our soldier, Wyatt, Delta Force, of course. Because
am I supposed to know history? Because I'm very bad at it.
It's okay. I'm not really sure what Abigail Spencer knew about history before the show, but we are going to watch the pilot episode at some point. We have one live viewer, which might be Abe or Malcolm. I don't know.
It's not me. I don't care about this show at all.
You know what? I just realized I'm on my phone, so it is me. All right. So that's where we're at now. So,
I have it on my phone as well.
All right. That's why we have 2 viewers now. That's why we have 2 viewers. But guys, who am I? I'm not even talking to anyone. I'm talking to the rest of the crew here. Let's just hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
You know what I love about this show is the opening scene.
Yeah, the opening scene of the Hindenburg explosion is pretty cool.
Great way to start a TV show, to be honest.
It's actually a really cool opening, especially for people who don't know their history, to sort of show them what was supposed to happen in this event, because it makes sense down the line in the episode for what, spoilers, changes. Oh, look at that. The only relationship that Barry ever had on The Flash that, was actually good. Patty Spivot. That's another conversation we're going to have. Fuck Iris West. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
So for the people watching, I'm not watching the show because I don't know what are they watching. I just came in to plug myself. But it's great. seeing a TV show that has stuck with Matt, and I don't know with Malcolm. You know.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite TV shows. It has to me one of the most perfect first seasons of a show ever. Season 2, I really do enjoy. I like season 1 better, but the cast is just great in this show. They work off each other extremely well. Oh, the humanity. It's also a show that has quite a high body count if you really look at it. Like, they're not afraid of killing people in this show at all.
Me neither. I've killed like
Well,
36 people through my life.
you sure you want to? Well, no one's watching, so I guess you can disclose it.
Yeah, the first time I killed somebody was when I was 7 years old.
I feel like you've talked about that before.
Hmm?
I feel like you've talked about this on everybody else. I feel like I remember you saying that to us.
Well, it's the truth. Why would I hide the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to reveal this person's identity?
Who?
His name was Abraham Flores.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, we're learning so much here.
Second person I killed was I don't remember his name, but he wasn't cool.
The first person I ever killed was the T3 audience that was really looking for the Departed Watchalong tonight. Really killed them.
Show moral.
At any point we could just do whatever we want in this watch along.
Really?
So how this happened was when the things that happen to people who normally host this couldn't do it. I was kind of just like, is there a movie that I really want to watch tonight? And I was like, no. And I was like, I really just want to watch Timeless. And so I was like, that's script. We've never done a TV watch. Never done like a TV viewing, so why not just, watch a TV show?
So can we talk about the recent meeting we had?
I'm sorry?
Can we talk about the recent meeting we have as a
No,
crew?
this video is going to be staying on the channel, so we can't really talk about that.
Well, spoiler alert. All of the people in Take 3 were fired, except for me and Kristen. Why? Because I cannot fire Kristen, because I'm scared of her.
Well, because if we fire Kristen, we lose Carla. We can't lose Carla.
Yeah.
She's too important.
Those babies bring views.
They do. They really do.
Before it was the dogs, now it's Kara.
So, Malcolm, do you think in the movie, do you think we're finally going to see Lucy in the future giving Garcia Flynn the book in the past, or?
I mean, it would be stupid if they didn't show that.
Well, that's my biggest issue with the fact that, for those of you who don't know, we're not getting a season 3 of Timeless. We're getting a 2-hour movie to wrap it up. And the problem is like, there's so many storylines that they haven't exactly fully dealt with that it's just like, that's why I'm afraid about the movie. I feel like it's going to cram so much because you have Lucy in the future giving Garcia Flynn in the past the Notebook. You have Wyatt and Jessica's storyline. You have Wyatt and Lucy's storyline. You have Gia's storyline. You have Rusevich and Gia. You have Connor Mason. Like, there's so many. Like, some are going to get dropped for sure. And it's just like, I don't know. Stupid. So, Malcolm, I'm sorry, go.
You know what's stupid? That I'm not studying for my test.
That's on you. I have one midterm this week, and I feel like I aced it, so.
Damn.
And it was a history midterm, which is, timeless. So, Malcolm, and I don't think I've ever asked you, who's your favorite character on the show?
For me, I really grew to like Garcia Flynn actually.
In season 2, like in season 1, he had some pretty funny moments, but like I'm with you, like in season 2, there were so many times it was like when I forget which episode it was, but when they when Christopher finally gives him a gun and he just but my favorite character is Wyatt Logan, which is not shocking, and I actually got to meet Matt Lantern in 2010 at Star Wars Celebration 5 because he played he played Anakin Skywalker on the Clone Wars. But this is gonna sound weird. I like his role in this show more than him as Anakin Skywalker. Oh my god, this between them when he keeps calling her ma'am. And then ma'am. God.
Fucking alien invasion?
Malcolm? Is that
Yeah.
you?
What?
Yes, Malcolm.
Oh my god, it's you. I blame
Well,
Bridget.
Malcolm, nice meeting you, dude. Hope you don't die.
It's okay, it's just the lifeboat booting up. He's the pilot, of course. That's the one thing about watching this season back after season 2 is Lucy's mom. I hate her so much in season 2 that it's like impossible for me to feel like any sympathy for her in this season because she sucks so much. Like in a good way. Like she's supposed to be a villain, but oh my god.
I mean, you always want someone to suck in a good way, right?
Oh my god. Abe.
Ooh,
Connor
that,
Mason.
that makes good villains, you know?
Yeah.
I'm getting fired after this.
You have to wonder, like, I get that, like, they're painting in this show that in this world, Connor Mason is like, if Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and like Henry Ford, like merged, it'd be Connor Mason. But like, what was his purpose of creating a time machine? Like, what was his purpose? Like, because he's level-headed. Like, Doc Brown is a crazy person, Back to the Future, so of course he would make a time machine.
I mean, it's one of those things. Why would anyone want to build a time machine, really?
That's the thing. Like that's why I like Back to the Future, because it's like it makes sense why Doc Brown, because Doc Brown is a crazy person. Of course he would build the time machine, but like whenever they have like try to have like sane people build a time machine, it's like why? It can only end bad. Anyone seen the butterfly effect? Like,
Oh, thanks for the spoiler.
that spoilers of what? I mean, that is the whole plot of the show, is that Garcia Flynn is screwing up time, and
I'm
this.
talking about the spoiler for the butterfly effect. You say
What do you
things go
mean?
bad. Damn, man.
I
Have
wasn't
some
even
respect
talking
for
about
your
the
audience.
movie, really. I was talking about the actual butterfly effect. The butterfly effect of a butterfly can flap its wings in New York, and in California you can have rain instead of sunshine. Like little things that you don't think would affect one or the other could. It's the whole thing about time travel that's crazy.
I want to travel in time. To tell her I love her.
Who?
Who I want to tell I love you?
Who? Abigail Spencer?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey Lucy, Abe loves you. I know you're taken by Wyatt already. If Jessica just didn't have to be alive. Oh my god.
If you could go back in time, what would you want to change?
Like, that's the thing, is like, because everybody is always like, oh, I'll go back and kill Hitler. Oh, I'll kill John Wilkes Booth. And it's like, but we don't know if that like will affect things. Like, we don't know. Like, it's just, if I
Yeah,
had, I would use it to like go and like see Star Wars in 1977 when it like first premiered. Like, that's the kind of stuff I'd use the time machine for. Like, I wouldn't change anything. I'd use it to like go and watch the Mets win the World Series in 1986. Like, stuff like that.
I will go to a Queen
but
concert
what if
in
your
Wembley.
presidency makes the Mets not win the World Series that year?
Oh my god. The one thing I like about this show, it has the same time travel rules that Time Cop with Van Damme has, which I like, which is you can't go back to any time where you are currently where you already were. I like that rule built in because that just makes sense.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why, if you live in New York, you root for the Mets instead of the Yankees? You have a winning team at home and you're rooting for the Mets.
Because I was born in Queens and I was raised by a grandfather who watched the Mets because he spent pretty much his whole life in Queens. Okay, believe me.
Well, do you want? I don't want to describe your grandpa with a Derry Ward.
Hey,
He
my
had the
grandfather was.
Yankees.
Hey, my grandfather was a merchant marine in World War II. He was a goddamn hero. Do not speak bad on him for supporting.
My grandfather was an alcoholic.
Sorry about that. That's also, we missed it because we were talking. That's also one of my favorite moments when Lucy turns to Wyatt and is like, have you been drinking? Didn't know I was going to work tonight, ma'am.
Wow.
Woo.
What's your favorite cheese?
Cheese?
Yeah,
Cheddar, I guess.
really? Malcolm, what
No?
about you? What's your favorite cheese? What?
3 cheese.
Ooh, New Zealand, all fancy up in here with
I
this.
have no idea what that is. Well, I like mozzarella.
Mozzarella. That's good.
That's
That's a good cheese.
you know, Matt is Italian. He can talk. He can teach us how to do
I'm
mozzarella,
not
right, Matt?
Italian. I'm Irish and a little bit of German.
Really?
Yeah, there's no part of Italian in me.
Well,
I
that
kid.
sucks. I thought that you were Italian. Who's the Italian guy in Take 3? Oh, Clark. I like that guy.
Is Clark Italian?
Yeah, Clark is
Hey,
Italian.
we have 0 viewers. Yay. Like I said, I'm just watching the pilot of Timeless. So I don't even care at this point. That's why I was like, there was no marketing for this whatsoever. We're probably going to get no viewers. Let me just watch something I just want to watch, actually. I've been watching Timeless a lot on because I take the train to school, and my train rides are kind of long sometimes, so I've just been watching Timeless.
Look at you, all fancy, riding a train.
Oh, I'm all fancy
I
riding my
have to take
train.
a bus.
Literally yesterday, I had a midterm, and I finished it not quick, but like I finished it and I was able to catch it on a train. I'm not kidding you. The train hadn't even moved. A guy a seat behind me cracks open a Bud Light. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and he's cracking open one of those big cans of Bud Light. I'm like, oh my god, really? You need this?
Are you allowed to drink in the train? I've never been in a train, so.
Or then again, you're not allowed to smoke on the train platforms, but so many people smoke. It's because no one enforces anything. At least I take the Long Island Railroad. No one enforces shit. That's why people smoke and drink on the train. Well, no one smokes on the train, but people drink because no one says anything and no one gets in trouble. So, BS.
Well, that's nice. Well, the other day I was on the bus and a girl didn't want to keep like there was there's like 2 seats per line, right?
Yeah.
And a girl didn't want to move,
Yeah.
and another, well, I don't know their name, but another girl told her, "Move or I move you, bitch." And they start
Oh,
like pushing each other, and she moved at the end, but like she went standing instead of sitting to the girl. It was baile. There weren't any punches thrown, just but that happened.
what happens? Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of times when like you just need to like keep your eyes to yourself and like don't look at anyone. Speaking of which, that's exactly what Lucy is telling Rufus to do, which is one of my favorite things in the Watergate episode when they go to the um, Black Panthers meeting. He tells her the same thing. He tells her to stay outside and like don't look at anyone. Why is he wearing pajamas?
Returning.
As being a New Yorker, the depiction of New Jersey people is spot on.
Well, I'm from California, but
Dude, when I was in New Jersey for my sister's boyfriend's graduation party, we're driving home. There was a dude in the car next to us driving and drinking a full wine bottle. And I was like, this is New Jersey. Okay. This is New
well,
Jersey.
I can tell you California is not the greatest place.
No, New York is the greatest state. We have actual pizza, not cardboard with cheese on it.
You
Dude,
can
I'm
make your own pizza. I make my own pizza sometimes. I think Matt
pizza's
froze.
pizza's my favorite meal. You don't have almost any meal with pizza. You can have a hamburger pizza. You can have
Dude, look, I'm not gonna argue with you because we all know a taco is the best meal. Cause you can put
you can have a
any.
taco pizza.
You can have pizza on pizza.
You
can have
can do that too.
You can have a double layer tortilla taco. I'm just saying, tacos are the best. When I moved to New York with Matt and Beanie, I want to make tacos every day.
Yeah, you're gonna do that. I'm not sure if there's enough. Kermit's been spending a lot of time with Vinny since Miss Piggy threw him out, so I'm not sure if there's gonna be a lot of room in my closet.
Dude, I'm thinking the main room of your house. Your mom and dad are going to the couch. Matt, you're freezing now.
And they'll be so Matt and take Avon as our son. Take his room and all his possessions.
Sure. So I really need to leave now.
You will
Have a
become
nice
a
day.
part owner in a bar. Not really, though.
Well,
But hey, anyone watching, Jack Dolan's Irish Pub, Smithtown, New York, 11787. Check it out. It's a great place.
sure.
Oh, man. I should have been Wyatt Logan for Halloween this year. That's what I should have done. But I'm not. Speaking of which, tomorrow should be fun on the live show. We're all dressing up for Halloween. Should be fun. I can't wait to see what Sandy's doing. He has some secret costume he has told no one about.
I'm gonna dress up as a nipple.
Oh, wait. What am I saying? I can just dress up as Wyatt Logan tomorrow for the live show. I have pretty much everything I would need to do, so I'll do that. I'll dress up as Wyatt Logan tomorrow.
Okay,
I'll
guys.
just call everyone
bye.
sir and ma'am.
Good luck finishing this. How long is it before the show
There
ends?
is 24 minutes left in the episode.
Yeah, that's too much time to waste.
Yeah, that's fine, Abe. Thank you
Bye.
for joining us. Me and Malcolm.
I tried to bring viewers, but
That's fine.
they
We'll
weren't coming.
geek out about Timeless. No one's even watching. So at this
Yeah.
point, it's just going to be me and Malcolm watching Timeless.
Yeah, okay, bye, guys.
All right, see you, Abe. So yeah, that's great. I just figured out what I'm doing tomorrow, Malcolm. Malcolm, you should totally dress up as Rufus. It just requires like a sweatshirt and being black. But you know, you can do that.
Yeah, don't want to get hate on people for
Yeah, who do you
changing.
think you are, Megyn Kelly? Oh! Again, we can talk about anything we want here. No one's watching. But yeah, so I guess I'll ask, are you a season 1 timeless person or a season 2 timeless person?
For me, I thought season 2 was definitely a step up.
Oh, okay. No, it was a great season. I just the one thing I really like, I'm a weird person, like I really like episodic TV shows. Like I don't like shows where it's like, which is weird because a lot of my favorite TV shows are like this, where it's like uh um I don't like shows where it's just like you can literally pick up on any random episode and you're fine. I like shows where it's like, to really, really get the story, you need to watch all the episodes in order. You know, like I like to get, as someone who like sits down every week and watches a show he likes, I like to get rewarded for that. And Timeless was really good at like, they took one huge movie, split it up into 16 episodes. Um, yeah, I just really like that. I just personally liked the story of season 1 a little bit more than season 2. I just think the issue with season 2 was they had to cut it down. That it, you know, I was surprised by the Jessica. Like I was surprised, but then I wasn't when they revealed about Jessica in season 2.
Yeah.
It was one of those where it's like once it happened, I like got the shock, but then I was also like, well, that does ultimately make sense because there really was no reason for her to be there. That's the first of a bloodline that Wyatt stuffs from existing in this show. He does that a lot. We're lucky that he's yet to like come back and bite him in the ass that like he kills someone that will have like a huge effect on the world. Bum. And commercial break. No, not really. Man, I thought we would get at least one viewer on this show.
But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like a lot of people probably still don't know about the show either. It's just
Yeah,
like,
that's my thing. That's even if like no one's watching this, I really hope that just by having this watch along, it will get. That's why I started with the pilot, just on the offhand chance no one's ever seen the show. It's a great show. There's 16 episodes in season 1, 10 episodes in season 2. Each episode is about 40 to 45 minutes. So like when it was aired on TV, it was about like an hour. It's a really good show. I'd suggest if you like Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, like the way I described it, this show to my sister was it's Back to the Future meets Indiana Jones. Like, you know, it's a time travel adventure show. It's a lot of fun with a lot of really good characters. That's my pitch. Hashtag save timeless clock blockers. It goes straight to the house. I like how he says right to the house. Boom. Do you think that in the like 2-part movie that they're going to go to like multiple different times, or do you think that they're gonna leave it to like the present and then like one like time period they go back to?
I think they'll try and get the most out of it and go to different times.
You know what I also just realized was that we're gonna need an explanation of is the fact that Lucy and Wyatt break the rule because they go back in time to a time when they exist. So we gotta explain like what's gonna happen with that, because if you've seen Time Cop with Jean-Claude Van Damme, if you do that, if you go back to a time when you existed and you touch yourself in the past, you like disappear. Really cool. Never seen Time Cop. It's not like a Looper. Looper's cool too, though. There's a lot of really good time travel movies when I think about it. You're all about to die. Oh wait, no, I forgot. Only Garcia Flynn's guy dies in this. I forgot about that. I forgot that they say that. Make a distraction. Oh man. Rufus. The balls. I love the way he says that because he knows what the answer is already. Okay,
Yeah.
where is he going? Wyatt, why are you so good at that? Uh-oh. Ooh, timing. How'd they get on there with no ticket? It's like last Crusade, someone just Indiana Jones just throws them off. No ticket. That's the one thing I remember. If you ever saw any of the promotional material for Timeless, um, most of it was just from this episode. Like they really didn't show anything from the other episodes. It was mostly just um, from the pilot. Like I remember the moment where he's like, I'm Buck Rogers, and this thing is from the future.
Yeah.
Which is I think this is a really solid like this is one of my favorite episodes. Like the Alamo is my favorite episode, but this is up there as one of my favorites, and I think it's a really good episode to start on because I think it allows you to see like everyone gets a moment. You get to see kind of the adventure side of the show, and also what the plot of like changing history for the worst. This is going to sound horrible to say, but they luck out that the Hindenburg still blows up because if not, they were going to get arrested for sure. Speaking of like redoing bad faces, you're ever trying to like sail a replica of the Titanic in like 2022 or something?
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm sorry. Why? Also, who in their right mind would get on that? Like, we've all seen the movie. We know it doesn't end well. What if Kate Beckinsale, Leonardo DiCaprio, James Cameron are invited to ride on it? The Titanic too, actually, and that's the plot of Titanic too. Is they remake the ship and they like follow the same course, and somehow something goes wrong. Come on, you wait, no, not in the show. She's like, run, Barry, run. Ah, crap, wait, no. Wrong love interest. Ooh. That's gotta hurt. I can never watch a bomb disarming scene and not think about Lethal Weapon 3. Like, ever. Which I don't know if you've ever seen Lethal Weapon 3, but it has one of the funniest bomb disarming scenes ever that I don't want to spoil for you if you've never seen that film.
I haven't seen any of the lethal weapons.
You've never seen a Lethal Weapon?
No.
I
mean, I've seen the TV series, if you count that.
Really? No, we don't. We don't. It's just a month of Matt in January. We're watching all 4 Lethal Weapons. It is my favorite action series by far. So, but yeah, I would definitely recommend you see them. They're great. Up and here comes the fateful meeting. Wow. Okay, that is like one plot line that we need to see happen because it's literally, for one, it's talked about in the pilot, and two, it's literally the jumping off point for the entire series is the fact that Garcia Flynn gets that book from Lucy in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what? Okay, what did she expect was gonna happen? She's standing behind two guys having a face-off with guns. Yeah, and I think Matt Lantern plays this really well because you get the sense that like he's like, I couldn't save her again. Also, for some reason, this show also reminds me of Stargate a bit. Like, I don't know. Matt Lantern is Kurt Russell. Actually, there are a lot of similarities between Stargate and Timeless, now that I think about it. Not as many as Days of Thunder and Top Gun. I watched that movie recently, and I was like, oh my god, Days of Thunder is just Top Gun with race cars. I'm not complaining, but first time they see that they're in the history books. Oh, it's a mouse. Would no one see? Okay, I was about to pose a question, but then I answered myself because I'm like, well, what if you just send another team? Well, actually, no, because Rufus could just stay in the lifeboat. You could send another team and just tell them, hey, this is where Flint's gonna be at this exact moment when we're doing this. But then again, then we wouldn't have a show. How interesting would that be if they caught Flint in the first episode? Ooh. I forgot until I watched this again that the recorder was brought up in the very first episode. This whole idea of Rufus, like, not quite being a double agent, but like kind of being a double agent coming up. Yeah, oh my god, I'm definitely doing it tomorrow. Definitely gonna dress up as Wyatt Logan for our late night Halloween costume discussion. And if I lose that debate, that is BS. Those are my debates to win, damn it. I'm the only one who earns it. Deserve it. I didn't get paid. My likeness is used every Halloween. But you guys can hear more about that tomorrow. What's happening?
Be so cool if they found a way to do a crossover between Timeless and Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh my god. That would be hilarious. And I could just, it doesn't even have to be like a full episode. Just have like literally just a scene of like, here's the lifeboat, here's the wave rider. It's just like, what's up? What's up? Just crossing through time. That'd be so funny.
Yeah, just for a quick shot of the Flash running past both of them.
Dude, that's all I want in the Flash movie is just like a quick shot of like Ezra Miller's running. He looks to his left. He sees Grant Gustin. Looks to his right. John Wesley Shipp, and they just all keep going. By the way, guys, John. Oh my God, we'll talk about that at some point. But John Wesley Shipp is coming back as Flash. Oh, I'm so happy. But that's not timeless. Which, by the way, just to say for no one who's watching this, me and Malcolm are going to review the Timeless movie when it drops. Is it December next year? I think it's supposed to come out. I don't remember. They're filming
last I heard it was coming out near the end of the year.
Oh, this year, yeah. Well, we're going to review it on my YouTube channel, so you guys will just have a full on, and I think we'll have. Well, I think. What will be fun is we could do like top 3 characters, like episodes. Like, well, Timeless will be my channel by the end of the year in preparation for the movie. And Malcolm is the only person I would want talking about it with, unless we could get Matt Lantern. Oh my God, that'd be so sweet. Should we try and contact him and be like, "We know your show got canceled. Do you want to come on this YouTube show for nothing and talk to us about your show?"
You never know if you don't try.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, I got Clark Wolf and John Roca when I did the Fan Awards, and that was way before Take 3, so can't hurt to try it, I guess. I'll contact him after tomorrow so I could show a video of me dressed up as Wyatt Logan. When? And there we have it. That is the pilot episode to Timeless, one of the best shows in the last few years that was canceled too soon. By the way, Bibbs, Whitney, if you ever want to do an episode on Timeless, you can call me. I'll gladly come on. And I was a little upset you didn't call me for the Flash episode, even though Bibbs, you heard me talk about it on our live show when we talked about shows that are canceled too soon. So Timeless. Call me. I'll talk about it. Yeah, so Malcolm, what are your thoughts, your sort of wrap-up thoughts on Timeless for no one watching?
Yeah, I mean, it was just good rewatching this and just shows how great it actually is of a shows. And yeah, just wish it wasn't cancelled.
Same here. It was a lot of fun watching this with you, Malcolm, of course, because Malcolm is the person who he's literally actually the only person I've ever talked about Timeless that I wasn't explaining why they should watch the show. He's the only person I know who watches the show like me, and we could just have full-on conversations about the show. That's why I love Malcolm. That's why he's one of my best friends. So, guys, Malcolm, where can the good people find you online? Our pilot on the Lifeboat.
You can find me on Take 3 Productions, where I host my show. Rankum, we're in the middle of the Halloween season. Next week is either going to be TV specials or Goosebumps books. Haven't quite decided which order the last two are going to be in yet, but you can also find me on Twitter, Letterboxd, and Stardust at Melkor.
And you guys, I am, of course, Matthew Kearns, the soldier on the Lifeboat. You can find me at Kearns_Matthew on Twitter, Matt Moves 611 on YouTube, and right here, kicking everyone's butt when it comes to the Anarchy Tournament. By the way, I'm still winning. Still got a perfect bracket. There's actually 3 matches left to where I could, which, by the way, for those of you who don't know, didn't send my bracket in. There's a possibility that I could have an actual perfect bracket and have not sent it in. Like, that could happen. We could have that documented, that I had a perfect bracket and didn't send it. Regardless, for those who don't know, Malcolm has a little competition set up amongst Take 3. What are the odds of me, like, Because who's my competition actually right now when it comes to the brackets? Is Sandy still my closest competition, or is it pretty much that I'm winning?
I think out of the people that have been knocked out, I think Sandy is still in it. Because I know Sandy's got Kalinowski and Allison winning, but as terms of like points due to perfect predictions, Linus is probably the next one up there because he's had about 11. He's only knocked out because the person he picked to be the winner has already been eliminated.
I'm just saying I want to win because I have we'll talk off air because I don't want to spoil what, or if you already talked about what the winner gets on camera. Not that anyone's watching, so they would.
I'm not too worried.
I mean, yeah, so pretty much the winner gets to pick a Rankum episode, and I have so many. You bet top 12 timeless episodes is one. You also have top 12 Kurt Russell hairdos, and top 12 Harrison Ford movies, all of which would make amazing episodes, I think. So cross your fingers that Matt. You know what? Cross your fingers for multiple reasons that my bracket stays perfect. One, so we have a really great episode of Rankum, and two, so you can watch me on both a reaction and summit lose my shit at the fact that I had a perfect bracket and did not send it in. Just, yeah. So, well, this was something. That's to say the least, guys. So next week, hopefully, the people who are better at this will be here. But until then, you can follow Take 3 at Take 3 Video on Twitter. Join our Facebook group. Join the discussion. I don't know what else to say. Again, I don't know how they end this. Thanks for. I'm not thinking that. For anyone watching the replay of this, thanks for watching. Timeless was canceled too soon, guys. Buy the DVDs. Check it out. I don't know what to do. Bye.